So I've just arrived deep inside the countryside of Japan, and I mean deep inside of the countryside. As you can see, there's not much out here. There's a bunch of cars going by, but yeah, there's not much out here. I'm here alone. I don't know what I'm doing. I do know where I'm going though. You could probably see it off in the distance over there. We're at a train station that has almost nothing here. If you've ever seen the train stations in Japan, you'll know that this is very strange. This is not what they normally look like. Also, you may have noticed this little mark on my face. Now, I don't know how that mark got there. I just woke up with that. But I can only imagine at night I must have fought somebody. Like, I think a ninja snuck into my room, and as I was sleeping, I must have fought it off, disposed of the body, and woke up with this little mark as a little reminder, a little battle reminder. Either way, we're going way over there. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna take you somewhere that probably no other influencer has ever shown you, no other YouTuber, whatever you wanna call us, influence YouTuber. Probably nobody's ever shown you that. I might be the first person on YouTube to ever document this and post it. Probably not, but maybe. This again is because we are deep inside the countryside of Japan. And I think it's beautiful out here. Like, honestly, I should show you guys like more of just how beautiful it actually looks out here. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right here you have the train tracks, which that's amazing. That's great. And we have some more mountains off on that side. Now there is a little town here, and that's basically the whole town. You can see it all inside this one little frame. But there's something over here called a burial mound. Now, I know it's not that exciting. It's a burial mound. There's people buried in the ground and there's a mound. But for me, I'm super into like archaeology, history, and things like that. So to me, this is super interesting. And I just want to come out here. I want to check it out, do a little day trip. I've never been here. You've never been here. We're going to go on this adventure together, which is not going to be much, but I can guarantee you once we get up there, I can throw my zoom lens on and we can probably get a very beautiful shot of the city, the surrounding mountains, and you can really see the Japanese countryside for what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm walking the wrong direction. Yeah, you see, I thought there'd be stairs here and then I could like walk that way off into the distance. That doesn't seem to be the case. Navigating over here might be the biggest problem that we come across. I've got to walk all the way back down to the other side. Okay, I've made it back to the other side of the train station, and it looks like we need to go this way, down that road, which I don't think there's any sidewalks, over there to that mountain and then climb up. Luckily though, before we go, there's a little vending machine here and I think it'd be wise if we grabbed a drink. Now it's super windy outside today. I hope that the wind is not interfering with, there's a car right here, let me get out of the way. I hope that the wind is not interfering with the microphone in any way. But it looks like we got real gold, my favorite drink. We're gonna grab one of these and hike up to the mountain. Okay, we got the drink. We can go ahead and hike to the top of the mountain, and oh my God, it is windy and a little bit chilly outside. We have to go down this road over there, up the mountain. Only problem is there's no sidewalk, and I don't know how I feel about this. This is the little road and it seems pretty busy. There's a lot of people driving on it. Okay, I really did not want to walk on the side of this super busy street, but I think we're safe. There's a little tiny road right there that we can walk on. Yeah, this looks a lot better than walking on that busy street. But this is a first for me. I've never gone on an adventure where we just go into the Japanese countryside and see what's out here. I just picked a location that looked interesting to me, and here we are. The Japanese countryside doesn't get talked about almost at all because most people that are influencers, YouTubers, they don't live in the countryside. They live in Tokyo, they live in the big cities where the countryside is basically non-existent. So my goal for today is just to explore the countryside a little bit. And the sun is kind of getting low. I should have left earlier because this is a 40-minute hike. I'm probably gonna be hiking back in the dark. Then we can see over there, there's like a farm of some sort. Like they're definitely farming something over there. Then up ahead is this bridge, which I think we need to cross. Yeah, because I can see our location up there. If you can see up on top of that mountain, that's where we're going. Okay, we can get a better view of what they're farming there, but over here you can see that there's a bunch of orange trees. Now, Japan's a tropical climate, so they actually can grow oranges here, interestingly enough. I know in America, the place we grow oranges is Florida because Florida be tropical. Okay, I've come to a fork in the road. I don't know if I should take the underpass or the overpass. I kind of feel like the underpass, if it goes all the way across, it might be better, but the overpass, I know for sure it goes all the way across. I think we're gonna go with the overpass. I mean, I do see a path that might be more beautiful down there, but that might be like farmland. I really don't wanna like risk walking through someone else's property. And I think that there is a footpath right here, or a sidewalk. Yes, there is. Perfect, we can just walk across this. And I know you probably can't see it, but way off in the distance, there's a torii gate. And we have this beautiful view of the mountains. This is why the Japanese countryside is insane. Oh, and it's a good thing I didn't take that path because there's a river up here and there's no way I could cross that. That's not gonna happen. Now it's a good time to mention that if you guys wanna see more content like this, consider hitting the subscribe button, because every time you guys subscribe, it gets me a little closer to monetization. And monetization means I can go out and do this more often. Okay, so we've come across the main road that we're gonna have to hike on the side of, and I do not like the feeling of that. I don't think there's any way around it though, so we're just gonna have to do it. Okay, we've made it to what seems to be kind of a little village, and there's vineries up there. They're farming something over there. We're gonna pass by it, but we are definitely deep inside the countryside. We have little streams down there. I don't know if you can hear that. And I think that they're growing something right here. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's take a little peek inside. Maybe not. Maybe nothing's being grown in there. This looks like a kind of abandoned building. Yeah, there's trees all inside there just growing through. That is not things being farmed. I should really question my sanity. Like, what am I doing right now? Why am I... Is it for the beauty? Am I out here because of the beauty? Am I out here to make a YouTube video? Am I out here to cure my boredom of talking to the camera at home? So much boredom that I just had to escape and go to a burial mound somewhere deep in the countryside of Japan, up on top of a mountain. Is that why I'm here today? The real question though is, how do I get up there? I can see it up there, I can taste it, I can feel it, but how to get up there is very unclear. There is a parking lot here, so that gives me hope that maybe I just walk up that little hill right there and somehow you end up at the top. I don't know, I say let's go for it. Ooh, dark ominous tunnel. Why do I want to go through that? Is that the way up? Or is this the way up? Ah! Yeah, this is a good idea. All alone, let's just walk through the tunnel as the sun's going down. Up a mountain to an ancient burial mound. This is not creepy at all. I'm fine, everything's fine. Oh yeah, apple trees that are dying, and then a path that completely ends. I think we were supposed to go the other way. You know, some people say it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. It's about the friends we made along the way. Oh, what is this? Did we just find a map? This will tell us how to get up there. Okay, so we must be here, and this must be the road, which means we just walk up this road, and we should be there, right? Looks like we found a little staircase. Oh, konnichiwa. There's a little staircase, and this is beautiful, this is gorgeous. This is what I came here for, to see something interesting, something different. Get out of the house, just see what Japan has to offer. I think this is how we go. I think this is how we get up here, at least. I don't know why there would be a staircase leading to nowhere when there's a giant burial mound at the top of this. But this is gorgeous. I almost just want to leave the camera rolling and not talk and just do an ASMR walk up the mountain. Now, something that I was warned about just the other day by Chica's mom is bear attacks in this area are very prevalent. I'm losing my breath as I'm walking up the mountain, but bear attacks are very common lately. They're happening a lot more often, especially where we're at. So I kind of need to watch out for just any bears, because if I need to fight them off, I will. This is not by any means a walk for the weak. This is quite a climb up to the top of this mountain. It's very steep, and there's a lot of these very beautifully carved. Is that? Oh, that's concrete actually. Yeah, that looks like the top, or at least close. First thing we come across is a bunch of rocks down here. Looks like this is like how they drain the water from the mountain. Very common Japanese technique. And here we are at the base of the burial mound. And as you can see, there's something that I cannot read because it's in Japanese, but maybe if you want to read it, I'll just quickly kind of grab some screenshots of that for you guys to see. It looks like this is the resting area at the bottom. I'm gonna abuse this for a little bit and then we'll climb to the top, which is really just right there. Okay, I've caught my breath a little bit, but as you can see up there with the sun shining perfectly is the top of the burial mound, and we just have to walk right up this way. Now, I would be willing to bet money that I'm going to be the only person up here. I don't think anybody else will be up here. I could be proven wrong. I could be completely wrong. And I feel like I've entered a fantasy land. Like, what is this? I feel like this is a video game. This isn't real. We're climbing this mountain up to the top where somebody's gonna perform an ancient druidic ritual where they summon demons and they sacrifice me to the god Zeus. I don't know, some guy. That's what it feels like. This looks beautiful. And we are at the top. We have made it. Wow, let's just take a quick look around. There's not much going on the ground, but whew, if I could catch my breath, we could talk about how gorgeous this looks. And we're gonna throw the zoom lens on here so we can really see our surrounding areas. So give me 1 second to do that. Down here. Voila. Ooh, baby. Okay, I don't know. This isn't the most powerful zoom lens in the world, but we can kind of, ooh, I can see a lot. We can see a lot. So you got mountains off in the distance over there. More mountains off in the distance over here. Should probably slow down. And of course, more mountains here. Something I saw though that's really cool. We were walking down here. That's the path we took. So we walked all the way from over there down this path, and then we found the base of the mountain and climbed up. And way off in the distance, I think the train station we got off at is right over there. Not totally sure. Then over here, we can see that river that we were looking at, which of course runs all the way back up. You can see a bunch of maybe rice fields, probably rice fields off in the distance. But yeah, baby, we made it. We're at the top of the mountain. Or I should say burial mound, because this is a burial mound. So I'm not sure exactly what's buried beneath us, but I do know it's people. Ancient people from a very long time ago, because that's what burial mounds are. Of course, I couldn't read the Japanese hiragana kanji down at the bottom, but if I could, I would tell you exactly what's buried beneath me. But I just really want to take in a moment to soak in this beauty. Like, look how gorgeous that is. You have a little town, a little village right below our feet, and then a bunch of farmland surrounded by mountains. Of course, you got the giant road over there that leads to God knows where. And I hope I'm not boring you with all this Japanese nature stuff. There's a bird in the sky. Where is he? There he is. Can you see him? He's flying around. That's as much as I can zoom in. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! I hope he comes down and lands in my arm. That's what birds do, right? Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my train before it gets dark, because I do not want to be out here when it's dark. I think that'd be pretty scary. But if you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That will enable me to one day do more videos like this, or more videos in Tokyo where we run around and we see cool things together. Oh, one last thing. As I was walking down here and leaving, guess what I caught? A shiny Meowth. Look at her. Look at her. And if we scroll down to the location, we can see Ayabe, Kyoto, Japan. That's where this is, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's probably in the description.